So the first product I wanted to discuss is Skublox. I'm sure some of you have seen already the live demo of Skublox in the lounge. Skublox is a put-to-light system, which basically helps you sort your orders, helps prevent mistakes, things like that. Put-to-light systems have really been around for decades. So someone might say, why should I get involved in the put-to-light business? More and more of my customers are involved in merchant-fulfilled orders. Seller performance, defect rates are becoming more and more sensitive, and making sure that the mistakes that employees are making and things like that are eliminated, and also making sure that things are easy for them to do has become more and more important to my customers, and that's where we came up with the idea of getting involved with this. We also had some customers who trying to get third parties involved, in some cases spending over $100,000 to get a put-to-light system in place, and I thought to myself, hey, I can do this better and cheaper, and if I do it right, it'll be easy for all of my customers to use, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Sorting orders can be a mess, a real headache. Typically, people are manually laying out invoices or packing slips and matching products to those items. People make mistakes. It's also, there's only so much a person could do. It's very tedious, and also by the time the package arrives at the customer, whether it's the right item or the wrong item, or he gets one instead of two, it's very hard to trace that back to any specific employee or to fix that issue. So I wanted to solve that problem by basically making it pretty much error-free, boosting productivity, also making it fully transparent and adding traceability. So like I said, $100,000 is really out of scope for most of my customers, at least, I'm not saying for everyone in this room, but basically what we did is we made it affordable and easy. Typically, setting up Skublox for the first time is the kind of thing that gets done in like an hour or two. We actually had one customer that set it up by themselves without us even without a single support call.
Skublox lets you eliminate sorting mistakes and streamline your whole fulfillment process, from picking to sorting and then to shipping. Compatible with all shelving systems, Skublox lights guide your order sorting workflow. Pick an item, scan it, and easily see where it needs to go. Once the light on the shipper side of the wall turns green, your order is ready for shipping. The shippers can then quickly scan the Skublox unit and print out the necessary shipping labels. It's that easy. Light the way to error-free fulfillment with Skublox.
So I figured everyone could use a video at this point. So just wanted to sort of describe, you see the lights turn on, the lights turn off, but basically what we did is we set up the technology in a way that it doesn't just track what's going on, it actually makes it more efficient using artificial intelligence. It's faster, it actually guides you, based on the size of the item. It'll actually guide you the right slot to put it in, and as you scan a product, it assigns an order to it and tells you exactly where to put it, but it also uses intelligence when it does that. Similarly, as you sort an order, if there are multiple items in the order, the next item you scan for that order will close out that order. It tries to make it efficient to keep things moving. If there are multiple people on working on it at the same time, each person gets a different color. It'll actually, as they scan stuff, it'll try to prevent them from bumping into each other. It'll actually put the slots near each other so that they can maximize that efficiency. It's not just an independent standalone system. We took into account that people who use Sellercloud, they have picklists, they have different workflows for different types of orders. And also to make it easy for someone to start using Skublox, you could actually assign a certain pick list to the team to use. And it'll actually, as you scan the products, it'll only bring up orders in that pick list. Similarly, you could swap slots or move things around. It's very adjustable, not like the rigid type of systems that from decades ago. Over here, you'll see what we call the Skublox sorter app. Basically, it's a mobile app that works on iOS, on Android, and this app, basically, you can almost like pull people off the street and show them how to use it in a few minutes. It's very easy to use, but this is the app that they use to scan the items. And you could use one of the scanner guns that's typically used by someone who's using SkuStack, the warehouse management system, but you could also use just a regular phone with a Bluetooth scanner, so it's very easy to use. Like I said, Connects with all of the Sellercloud apps. SKUstack, if you're using SKUstack, it'll only bring up orders that are already picked by SKUstack. If you're not. If you use ShipBridge, then it'll actually, you can scan the Skublox and it'll print the label from ShipBridge straight away. You could also use it with license plate labels, which could be printed from SKUstack, but have a separate process of printing the shipping labels afterwards. So we tried to make it very dynamic, but as we worked with different customers, we kept on taking in the feedback, and at this point, it keeps on maturing and improving. You can see the workflow from one system to the other. Over here you see a green light, but there are 6 different colors that Skublox light up, and each person gets assigned a color. It's very intuitive for people and very easy to use, and that's really what's key to making it something really work well. Just to describe the actual process again from the video you saw. Basically, on the picker side, you scan a product, it lights up right away. It tells you where to put it, which order is related to that, and sorts it. Like you see over here, a guy scans something and lights up. He sticks the item there and scans it again to confirm that he finished his task. And then similarly on the shipper side, basically you scan the box and then it'll print the label and clear out the slots so that it can be used for the next order. So let's say it turns green when it's ready to ship. You scan that, and it'll actually print the shipping label or a license plate label. So it's very, very simple. Similar to the app you saw earlier, what we're trying to do is to make things very mobile friendly. You'll see over here, we created the next level Skublox functionality, which is basically remote control over the Skublox wall. Basically, we call this the hub, and what this concept does is it gives you full control over the Skublox hub, over the whole setup. Over here you see 4 different setups of Skublox in the same warehouse. Every time someone actually scans something, it'll actually light up one of these boxes. The boxes that are white are empty. The ones that are gray are, those ones are occupied. They have some orders related to them. You see order numbers over there. But you could basically see real time what's going on the Skublox wall. And I'm sure all of you guys like air conditioning and heating. A lot of these warehouses are not air conditioned and not heated. And being able to check this from your office or even from home and see the activity of the workers and things are moving along is really key. So we went to the next step, which was really to add some additional reporting. See, a lot of these processes are things that people do manually, and you really have no idea how quickly they're doing it, who's performing better than the next person, what to expect of them, and then how do you prepare yourself for like a busy season, a big deal that's coming along your way, and how do you scale it? So what we did is we added reporting where we could track how many sorts someone does per minute, per hour, and get an idea of who's performing the best. But we, by tracking all this data, we have this treasure trove of data. We're able to actually data mine that and provide you with accurate reports. What you see over here is also the ability to search it. There's full transparency. You could look up an order, a product. You could see all of the activity related to that. All these things that were sort of invisible before are now recorded, and you could use that information to make intelligent decisions for your business, whether it's scaling up, whether it's, whatever it may be. Everyone likes some colorful charts. What you see over here is like you could do comparative charts of each employee, how many sorts they're doing. Same name keeps on showing up. You can either give the guy a raise or, try to return for a full refund or something. Basically, the charts are real time. So you can actually see for today how things are going, or you could look in over 30 days and see what the trend is. I think the numbers sort of speak for themselves. We started beta testing 18 months ago with the customer. Thankfully, they're here. People are, we have over 15 clients actively using it. We've done over 2 million, I think it's 2.3 million units sorted as of today, and over 800,000 orders. And, it just keeps on getting better. So I think we've really ironed out a lot of the issues. It's pretty mature at this point, and that's why I think it's a great opportunity for people to try it out over here. As far as where do you go from here, you could obviously check out the presentation, the demo in the lounge, but it's pretty much do it yourself. You can order a kit, and you don't really have to make a major investment to get started. It's a $250 minimum charge for the first kit, and then you can, as you see it working, you can scale it. Typically, there aren't so many people who just have the 25. Usually it goes from 25 to 50. Some people have a couple hundred in their warehouse. Basically, we didn't invent put-to-light systems, but there's nothing in its class like this where you could, for $250, have a put-to-light system in a few hours.